Hands on here, bro. What's wrong with you? Kids, bro. In aisle 3 and 4.
Brian, his face busted and bruised after Good Samaritans helped take him down. We're seeing the man who police say killed the mother of his 2 children and her husband inside a Smith's grocery store Tuesday. 8 News Now, the only camera in court this morning.
Mr. Estrada has a much more serious case that's on calendar Monday morning.
Alejandro Estrada appearing in court for the first time Thursday morning with an eye nearly swollen shut, his face battered and bruised. Metro police say he shot and killed his ex-wife and her husband inside this Silverado Ranch Smith's Tuesday, and bystanders stepped in to stop him.
Boom. So when we get him on the ground and all that stuff, Clark pushes his bags out of the way, gets his guns away from there and everything. I'm still on there. Beating this guy up, kicking him up. That's all we want to do is keep him down.
Estrada faces multiple charges, including 2 murder counts.
Speaking of the West Coast, did y'all see what happened up in Vegas this week? Up in Vegas, there was a white tee Hispanic who tried to go on a pew-pew spree at a grocery store up in Vegas. This dude, a white tee Hispanic, I think it was some kind of beef with his ex. His ex was at a store or whatever. He went up there and pew-pewed her and this other dude in a store full of people. And some FBA brothers came through the rescue. Some FBA brothers disarmed the dude, whooped on him, stomped him down, and subdued him until the police came. 2 unarmed FBA brothers. They put them fangs on his ass. The brothers didn't even know each other, but they sprung into action. One brother was upset because he was in there with his kids. He was like, wait, I know this dude ain't shooting and I got my kids in here. The brother went outside, put his kids in the car with his lady, went back up in there and started whooping on the gunman. You think? Look, this just happened. This just happened. Yeah, some real FBA business. West Coast, and the brothers did press conferences. They were asking the 2 brothers, they were like, hey, do y'all know each other? They're like, no, we just met. You know, I met him in the store when the thing went down. Yeah? They're like, yeah, we just met. And one of the brothers sounded like he kind of had a Bay Area accent. Because, you know, a lot of people in Vegas are from here. They're from California. A lot of them either. The Las Vegas is full of SoCals and Bay Area people. And, you know, that combination ain't shit to play with. When you get a city full of town business and LA business, them, come on, man. That ain't nothing to play with right there. How do you know they were FBA? Come on. Yeah, we know. You mean how we know? Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know because we know. Yeah, they get on code. The fact that those brothers were on code with each other like that, they thought they knew. Let me tell you, I knew they're FBA because that's how we do. Let me tell you how I know they're goddamn FBA, because when Jordan Neely, going back to him, when he was getting choked out by Daniel Penny, all them melanated tethers was standing around. You understand what I'm saying? A bunch of melanated tethers was standing up there looking. You understand? I'm like, why are these people standing around? Then they start talking, they got damn accents. Yeah, because we don't do shit like that. When we see a threat and we see another brother getting hemmed up or a brother trying to neutralize a threat, we tag in. Hey, tag me in. I'm here with you. That's how we do. That's how FBA brothers get down. You understand? If we somewhere and we see some non-black people, some whitey people getting into it with a brother, by instinct we get active. That's how we work. We don't stand around like that. That's how y'all saw down in Montgomery. When those white T people tried to jump that brother, y'all saw what happened? That's FBA business right there. Yeah? That's why when when FBA brothers are out and about, we generally speak to each other. My wife always makes jokes about that. She's like, y'all brothers always speaking to each other. Y'all always giving each other a head nod. Yeah, y'all know the head nod. Tethers don't do that. Y'all notice that? You can tell when somebody's a tether, because when you out and you give somebody a head nod and he's giving you the stank look. What do you get head nod? You mean, nigga? They're giving you that look. Tethers don't do that. They never do it. Y'all know that. They look at you with disdain. So how you doing, brother? What is this? Kata, don't speak to me. I don't know you, nigga. They be on that. They got that kind of vibe. But FBA brothers, if we don't know each other, we speak, we're cordial. Especially if we're somewhere and it's only a few of us. Yeah, we give each other the head nod. You know what that is? That's an understanding that FBA men have. If we're somewhere and we're like outnumbered, if there's a bunch of white people or Hispanics or whoever, and we see or spot another FBA cat, we give each other the head nod. You know what the head nod is? Hey, man, if some shit go down, I got you. All right, if you got me, I got you. That's what the head nod is for. You understand? That's what the head nod is for. If it go down, I got you, you got me. Tethers don't understand that. You understand? That lets me know that they're down. And I've been in scraps before and randoms have come through with it. Yeah? That's how we get down. So yeah, those brothers are major heroes up there in Vegas who neutralized that threat. We're always doing stuff like that. Remember down in Nashville, let's go back to Nashville. Remember when the white supremacists went up in the Waffle House and tried to do a mass shooting? An unarmed FBA brother unarmed him. He disarmed the white supremacists and whooped on him and ran him up out of there. And the media downplays it. See, if that were a white tea person doing that, there would be a movie of the week about him. There would be a book about him. Oh, there'll be a book, the whole shebang. Brothers step up to the plate and neutralize threats all the time. Yeah, James Shaw, that's his name, right? Yeah, that's a real hero. He stopped the continuation of a mass shooting. You know? And they downplay it. That's a real hero. Y'all remember they gave a white tea woman, a damn book deal because y'all remember Terry Nichols, I think that's his name in Atlanta. Super Negro, the dude who broke out of jail and started pew-pewing people, and he broke out of court. He jumped down a flight of stairs. He was on some Super Negro shit. I think Terry Nichols, I think that was his name, out of Atlanta years ago. Y'all remember that? Was it Brian Nichol or Terry Nichol? What was it? I'm like, this is Super Nigga. Y'all remember him? Was it Brian Nichols or Terry Nichols? I know my Atlanta people remember. It was Brian Nichols. Okay. Oh, that was Super Negro. That dude beat the warden. He beat up the damn CO. He beat up the judge. This nigga escaped jail and court and was running around. He had Atlanta shook. This dude with his bare hands escaped from jail, escaped from court, whooped somebody's ass and carjacked him. This dude was terrorizing the city with his bare hands. Did he unalive a judge? Didn't he unalive the judge? This was Super Negro. That dude did a daring escape. And they were looking for him. And he ended up at some white woman's house eating pancakes. Some white woman talked him down. He ended up at some white woman's house up in Smyrna somewhere. Some white woman talked him down. He's up there in her house eating some damn pancakes. And they gave her ass a book deal. I'm like, what the hell? She got a book deal. Y'all look that up. I'm not even bullshitting. They gave the white woman a book deal. She didn't really do nothing. Look that up. What was the name of her book? Yeah, she fed him. She was on some Jane Goodall shit. Like, I calmed the savage beast. I used my white tea woman powers. I used my alabaster magic on this Negro. Oh, they thought she was the one. They're about to get a movie done about her ass. They're about to get Sandra Bullock to play her. And they were going to probably get Akon to play the Brian. They're going to get somebody real black. They're going to get the blackest person they could find to play his ass. Yeah. They're going to get Bernie Mac, somebody to play his ass. They're going to get the blackest person they could get. But yeah, they paraded her around as a hero because she fed him and calmed him down. I'm like, okay, Lord. But yeah, Brian was a menace. But understand, man, those brothers up in Vegas, those are heroes, big time heroes. And foundational Black American men, we've always been the vanguard of the nation's social infrastructure. We've always done that. You know, we've played a pivotal role in the physical infrastructure and the development of the United States as it is, but foundational Black American men and women as well. But we act as the stabilizing infrastructure in civil society today. We are the vanguard. Don't let nobody fool you. Yeah, FBA men, our historic instinct is to neutralize the threat and stabilize the environment. See, we're the structural support holding the room together while everybody scatters. And let's be clear, even in certain neighborhoods that are high crime, that comes from outside influences. When we control communities, we stabilize them. If you look at the so-called high crime, quote, hoods, we don't control the infrastructure there. That's why it's a damn hood. All the places we don't really control, that's a hood. When the infrastructure is controlled by Arabs, Hispanics, Asians, Lebanese, all these people, you understand? That's when there's chaos. When we control the infrastructure, when we control the venues and all of that, we stabilize it. You understand? Right now, you know, we're working on Hidden Color 6, and I can't wait for y'all to see it. And when I do these films, you know, I have to research a whole bunch of stuff and cross-reference things. We're talking a lot in this film about Tuskegee. We're talking about Tuskegee a lot. Man, y'all need to really study Tuskegee, man. Boy, Tuskegee is a prime example of foundational Black American excellence. Tuskegee is not talked about enough. Dude, when I say we built every nook and cranny of Tuskegee, we literally made the bricks to build that institution. We built the roads leading to it. We poured the asphalt. We built the furniture. They had shops in there to build the furniture for the school. Made the clothes, made the shoes, grew the food. Do you understand? And even now, it's still a beautiful institution. You know? And we were doing that for a lot of our HBCUs. Tuskegee was the just a glaring example of foundational Black American excellence. When we are running the show from top to bottom, how smoothly it worked. The YT people they were suspicious about Tuskegee. They're like, hey, wait a minute, that ain't just no school. Hey, what are those Negroes up to? They were on that. A lot of them were like, hey, these Negroes are trying to start like their own little nation here. Oh, I don't know. This school, this might be a plot, because a lot of things were coming out of Tuskegee. Tuskegee was really like a think tank for the rest of the country. A lot of movements were being funded around the country coming out of Tuskegee. A lot of laws were being forced on the books coming out of the think tanks of Tuskegee. You understand? Oh yeah, we had the genius George Washington Carver, who had a residence down there at Tuskegee. You understand? So when we control and run the yard, man, we make everything smooth. But back to those brothers up there in Vegas, man, see, the dominant society, they like to push the narrative that the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun, that old bullshit. See, whenever we see these mass shooting scenarios actually pop off, you know who you never see? You never see these old heavily armed, tactical gear wearing, Proud Boys or Oath Keepers, all these YT people running around here, and these militias, they never stop their fellow gunmen from pew-pewing up everything. You never see that. It's always some unarmed FBA coming through with it. Yeah? Stopping the damn threat. Yeah? And the media apparatus, they work overtime. They like to project the image that foundational Black American males are the ultimate threat and menace to society. See, they try to convince the public to be terrified of us walking down the street. Yet time and time again, when a YT or YT adjacent male turns a public space into a damn war zone, the very people the dominant society are told to fear, we're the ones throwing ourselves in the line of fire to save everybody's damn life. Yeah? Man, we got master level of restraint and threat neutralization. Man, you got FBA brothers out here taking down active shooters who already took lives, disarming them, beating them down, holding them for the police. We neutralized the threat without using lethal force. Now, you compare that to coward-ass people in law enforcement who claim they fear for their lives and they got to empty their clip on unarmed Black people holding a cell phone. Who has less restraint? We got the most damn restraint. You see? Unarmed FBA civilians, we show more tactical restraint and emotional control against an armed mass shooter than trained officers have against innocent Black folks. The hell? And we understand the cowardice of these active shooters. See, these mass shooters, they got a very specific psychological profile. They are supreme cowards. They got to ambush people. They hunt for soft, defenseless targets because they want a power trip. They don't want a real fight. And the moment they get confronted by an FBA brother who's not afraid of them, their psychological dominance collapses. You see? Just like with Chud the Bussy. Chud the Bussy is running around here trying to play tough and all that, being a hero to other YT supremacist cowards, and got his ass whooped on and tricked up off the streets by an FBA brother who survived. The brother got him up off the streets, didn't have to go to jail, and he's alive. You see? See, the thing is, when an FBA man saves the day, you notice how quickly the story disappears from the national news cycle. Now, if it was a YT person who tackled the Vegas shooter, oh, they'll be on Good Morning America. They'd be on everything. They'll be running around in the White House like Daniel Penny. Remember, they were parading that coward around. Daniel Penny did something coward. They paraded Daniel Penny around for choking a skinny, hungry, special needs man from the back. And y'all paraded him around. They love parading around cowardice. That you couldn't be more cowardly. That was so cowardly. You see? But they refuse to platform or big up FBA heroism. Because that's the problem. Foundational Black American men, we are the real alpha males. That's where a lot of this jealousy comes from. These other dudes, they have to depend on an unjust system in order to protect them and lift them up and give them a leg up. They need a system that artificially inflates and elevates them and artificially pushes us and suppresses us, which we still thrive in spite of that. That shows how much of the alpha male energy is in us. You understand? And by proxy, the FBA women too. This is why y'all always see me big up the FBA sisters. Nothing like them. FBA sisters are absolutely phenomenal. That's why whenever these other women want to give off the air of strong black womanhood, they always emulate FBA women. You notice that? Whenever they try to give an example of strength in their women, it's always a comparison to our women. Well, that woman, she's the Mexican Rosa Parks. That woman over there, she's the Iranian Ida B. Wells. That woman over there, she's the Pakistani Coretta Scott King. Yeah, they always got to compare themselves to our sisters. Our sisters are the template. And none of these women can hold a candle. There is no other version of a Rosa Parks. There is no other version of a Ida B. Wells. There is no version of it. This is why they try to wheel out a Kamala Harris to try to make her seem like she's connected to the civil rights movement. No. They try to brag about her HBCU credentials and all of that. No, there is no comparison. No, Kamala Harris is not like our FBA sisters. No, she's not. Stay in your lane. Stay in your damn lane. Yeah, they always got to try to connect themselves to some FBA. Notice, in order for them to get cred, remember when they had Kamala Harris, some old black lady that kept parading her around. They kept showing pictures, talking about it was her grandmother or somebody or her godmother. Who was that woman they kept trying to say was some kind of relative of Kamala? Who was that older FBA sister? They kept trying to give her some kind of, was it like the help Beryl? What was that? Was it like the maid or a nanny? Yeah, they were trying to act like it was her grandmother or some shit. That wasn't her grandmother. It was her nanny, right? Right. It was like it was a worker. Yeah. They kept trying to make it seem like it was some kind of FBA sister who raised her or something. I'm like, I don't know about that. Man. So yeah, they kept trying to do little optical tricks that were backfiring. Yeah, so we got to watch these people. We got to watch them. But the thing is, man, historically, man, we've always been forced to be the protectors of environments who take us for granted. And we step up because, see, we operate on a specific frequency of honor. You know, the brothers in Vegas, just like so many FBA brothers before them, they saw a community being terrorized. They assessed the threat. They handled their business. They subdued the subject. And we are the uncompensated protectors of the Republic. We always put our lives on the line to stop violence created by the dominant society and their dysfunctions. And you know what's interesting, because I tweeted about this story and I mentioned that the guy that they whooped on, the suspect, was a white Hispanic. And all the white tea supremacists they were mad. Why are you calling him a goddamn white Hispanic? What's that, dude? There is no such thing as a white Hispanic. Okay, listen. See, the alt-right types, they rely on a specific manufactured narrative that violent crime is supposed to be a non-white issue. So they need the public to believe that all danger comes from outside of the white demographic. So when you point out that a violent shooter is a white tea Hispanic, that shatters their entire illusion. So they get upset because we're holding a mirror up to the violence within their own extended demographic. So we make them own all of their criminals instead of trying to offload your criminals into minority groups. You see, that's what they like to do. Now, the white tea Hispanics who do some constructive, they let them in. Oh, that's our brother. If they commit a crime, well, that's just a minority. No. No, no, no. They kept saying, well, what's a white Hispanic? Oh, my God. You know what I told them? A white Hispanic is Nick Fuentes. That's what a white Hispanic is. He's one of the most prominent, influential white tea supremacists in the movement today. Nick Fuentes, a white tea Hispanic. He's one of the, if not the top white tea supremacists right now. Don't act dumb. You know what a damn white Hispanic is. Fuentes is not an English name. That's a Hispanic name. You think? When he's championing white tea supremacy and talking anti-black rhetoric, you know what he is then. Now, when one of your own commit a mass shooting, now y'all want to play dumb about racial classification. Stop it. See, they want to try to protect the illusion of white tea civility. See, global white tea supremacy, it operates on the false premise of inherent white civility. See, the media and the dominant society, they spend decades trying to condition the public to associate the term white with safety, purity, and order. So whenever a white tea or a white tea passing individual, when they commit a heinous act, they look for ways to distance that person away from whiteness. He's a lone wolf. He's really Hispanic. He's really a Muslim. He's a Jew. You see, they play that game. They go out of, they twist themselves into a pretzel trying to de-whiteify him. You see? And the thing is, man, they try to act naive, but they know how the system works. They know the government, the Census Bureau, they said for decades that Hispanic is an ethnicity. It's not a race. Hispanics can be of any race, with millions of them identifying as white. And they know that police reports and government forms use white Hispanic classifications all the time. And they try to get confused by that. Now, up in New York, there was a case where this Dominican dude, some girl didn't give him a number. So I don't know, he was beefing with a girl and he started stomping the girl out on the streets of the Bronx somewhere. And he had a little texture in his hair. All the white tea supremacists was online. Oh, this black guy. Look at this. Look at how these blacks act. Oh, blacks, blacks, blacks. They were running around yelling black. This dude ain't black. He's a damn melanated Hispanic who's most likely white on paper. So they love to try to dump Hispanic criminality on the black community. But when the reality is these people self-identify as white on paperwork. And then they want to play dumb when we tell their real classification, just like Enrique Tarrio of the Proud Boys. They love to parade him around talking about, yeah, we're not a racist organization, the Proud Boys. Our president is an Afro-Cuban. But when Enrique went to jail, all of his jail paperwork listed him as white. So yeah, these people ain't dumb. They hope that we are. They try to play dumb. You see? See, the thing is, the white tea supremacists behind closed doors, the alt-right, they're terrified of their declining demographic numbers. So in order for them to maintain a statistical majority in this country, the dominant society, they have to absorb white identifying Hispanics into the white category. They know what it is. They're actively courting the white Hispanics to bolster their ranks. So when you publicly label a criminal a white Hispanic, you're putting the spotlight on their fragile, unspoken alliance. You see, you're pointing out the loophole in their racial purity talking points. So that just goes to show and expose how their numbers are artificially inflated. You understand? Man, y'all raise your hand. We got a lot of people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Y'all raise your hand if you want to get up. Let me talk to the family. Yeah, a lot of the Anglos marry Hispanics all the time. All right. Let me see. Money Wave, hop in, Money Wave. Mr. Money Wave, hop on in. Money Wave, hop on in, sir.
What's up with you, gang?
I'm good, man. How are you, brother?
Coolin', man. Why you leading this down the wrong path and shit, man?
Well, where am I leading anybody to, sir?
Saying like, why we not going against the white man and shit?
What have I been
Fuck
talking
the
about?
immigrants and shit, right?
What have I been talking about for an hour? I've been talking about white tea people for a damn hour. Have you been listening?
Nah, I wasn't.
Okay, you coming in
I
here
was
with
just eager to come up, man. I just had some words and shit for me.
You coming in center. I ain't said nothing about no immigrant. We in here I've been talking about white tea supremacists for an hour, and you came in here centering yourself. What part of the Caribbean is your family from, man?
I'm from America, man.
What part of the Caribbean is your family from?
Why you asking me that? I'm from America, again.
I didn't ask where you were born. Are you Haitian or Jamaican?
I'm not none of that shit, gang.
Where's your family from?
America, gang. I just told you. Why
They're
you
not
like
from
what the
America.
fuck?
Your family is
Are you
not
gonna
from
tell
America.
me where? Yo, how
I'm
the fuck
telling
you
you.
gonna tell me where my people
I'm
from?
telling you where you're from. You are Musty Tether. You're Haitian, aren't you?
You look like Professor Ogilvy. You Professor
Yeah,
Ogilvy looking ass nigga. Go
your
back to the
corny,
Parkers, nigga.
your corny jokes show that you're a tether, sir. All right? You look like a broke exhibit with them old ass braids those braids played out in
Speaking
2003.
for the
You look like Lil Bow Wow and Just Like Mike. All right? You got them old ass B2K ass braids. All right? You understand me?
you the LGBT.
No, dude. You little wide bussy tether.
You the LGBT, bro.
Dude, it's your tether.
Not speaking for me.
You moist tether. You too ashamed to tell where your family is from, coward. You are tether. You too ashamed to say where your family is
Community,
from,
gang.
sir. You flew over here on an inner tube, sir.
Grandmother Black Panther, actually.
Dude, you ain't Black Panther nothing. You ate a Black Panther in your failed homeland for bushmeat. You ate a Black Panther and a leopard and a giraffe, nigga. You ain't nobody a Black Panther nothing.
Like
All right?
Mufasa, nigga.
Dude, and
Professor.
dude, you look like Snoop from The Wire with them damn whole ass braids, dude. That's what you look like. Dude, your bussy lips grew like Dumbo elephant ears, and you flew over here from the Caribbean with your bussy lips flapping over the damn ocean. You damn out of style punk. Get out of here. Coming up here trying to center yourself with them old played out ass braids. All right? Nigga, your braids look like tampon strings. You sassy punk with them old ugly ass played out braids. The hell out of here. Nigga, you got Kotex braids. The hell out of here. You little sassy thing. Coming up here centering yourself. The hell you think you talking to? Nobody thinking about you, Tethers. Man. Oh, all right, let me see who else we got. Man. Let me see who we got. All right, we got a lot of people, and y'all raise your hand. Oh, nigga with some damn early 90s braids calling up here. Oh, bitch ass nigga got some poetic justice braids. This nigga's in the mirror reading poems. Still I rise. Phenomenal nigga. Phenomenal me. Phenomenal tether. Phenomenally. Oh ass. All right, let me let's get some people in here. This musty tether energy in the room. Well, I like some Michael Jackson shoes. That's tight. Oh, man. Let me see who we got. Let me see. We got a lot of people in here. Let me see. Goddess. I'm going to just get random people. Y'all raise those hands. I'm getting random people up here. That's what I'm going to do. For Raya, let me get you just random people. Goddess.
Hey Tariq, how are you?
I'm good, beloved. How are you doing, dear?
I'm doing good. I can't believe I'm talking to you right now. I'm from Atlanta though.
Oh, shout out to Atlanta. Have you called in before?
When you first started TikTok and and I didn't know how to use it because I had just downloaded it. So, but no.
Oh, what's on your mind, dear?
I just want to, if you don't mind, let me tell you a story since we
Yes.
talking about these white people.
Yes.
Okay, I'm from Atlanta,
Okay.
born and raised in a bluff around that way.
Oh, damn. Oh.
Yeah, straight. Don't make fun of me. Yes,
From
I'm
the
from that.
trenches. From the
Yeah, I'm from the
trenches.
trenches.
Yeah.
So don't
Good.
start with me. Yes, I'm a Grady baby. Oh God,
Uh-oh.
I know how
Uh-huh.
you gonna get.
Mm-hmm. Go
But
ahead.
let me tell you my story. It probably like 8 or 9 years ago. I been moved out of the hood.
Mm-hmm.
But we was at my mom's community pool. It was just me, my nephew, and my daughter. So I seen this young black girl. You know how nowadays kids look grown. So, but us black women, we know our children. So this black girl came to the pool, whatever. Cute little black girl. Now, mind you, I'm in my late 30s at that time. So the white guy, they had a party at the pool. He was like, "Oh, you so beautiful. You gorgeous." So I'm looking like, I know dang on well, this MF ain't trying to talk to this baby.
Damn.
So I get up and I was like, why are you talking to her? Because her father would hear you would be calling her gorgeous and pretty. I say, leave her alone and keep it pushing. Oh, no, she just gorgeous. I said, Whatever." So I go back and sit down. My nephew at the time was 11. He was like, Auntie, he up there calling you the hard ER. I
Mm.
said, what? Hold on, now I'm from the west side. Oh, okay. I said, I got up. I said, I don't know which one of y'all using that N word, but I suggest y'all cut this shit short. The white girl, I'm gonna find out who said. I said, no, you ain't gotta find out nothing. You say it again, it's gonna be problem. So then I said, let me call my cousin, cause my cousin from the bluff. So at the time, my cousin, he was like 23, 24. So he came to live with my mama, you know how we do it, black families, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So him and my nephew get to my mama house. I said, hey, cool, where you at? He like, I just pulled in the driveway at Auntie High. He like, what's up? I said, I need you to come to the pool. I said, cause these white folks saying it hard ER. I can't say it on TikTok. So he like, say no more. He got up there. Right before my cousin got up there, him and my nephew. The girl brother popped up 5 minutes before my cousin nephew popped up. So they was sitting by the pool area. So my nephew cousin walked up. My cousin said, hey, which one of y'all MF saying the N word? Oh, we ain't saying it like that. We saying with the A. We saying it with the A. He was like, don't say that at all. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The white girl gonna walk over there. I know who said it. I know who said it. Pointing at the white guy. I said, oh shit. I got to hit the tie my shoe, put my shoes on, tie 'em up. Cause when no not to remind you, you know how them here the white guy had to be like 6 feet, probably 200 sometimes.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this
oh,
report. I'm
all
gonna
right,
get to the
got it.
point.
Thank you so much.
No,
Thank you
no,
so
no.
much, Goddess. All right. Thank you, dear. All right. All right. That was Goddess, ladies and gentlemen. That was Goddess. I'm with you, but boy, Goddess, you circling around the airport. All right. You were circling around the airport. All right. Man. All right. I got it. Just gotta get to the point. Wolf, what's up, Wolf?
Whoa, what's up, Tariq?
How you doing, brother?
I'm all right. I can't believe I'm actually talking to you.
Yes, indeed. Where you from, Wolf?
I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Shout out to Shreveport, man. What's on your mind, Wolf?
Oh, nothing actually.
You didn't mean to get on. Okay. All right, brother. Thank you. He didn't mean to get on. All right.
Click this ad. Yep, forget the insurance.
Okay. Oh, what the hell was he watching? Okay. What the hell was that? He heard and got off. Who was this? He got off. What's up? Oh. Uh-oh. What they trying to do? Uh-oh. Where'd they go? All right, let me get some more folks in here. Let me see. Slash or Sash? Oh, what happened? I don't know what happened. What the hell happened?
Yo, what up, Tariq?
Hey, Sash, how you doing, brother?
What up, bro? I'm FBA from Brooklyn, New York.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Big time supporter.
Yes,
I've
sir.
been, I actually seen you at the, well, I didn't introduce myself because you was walking up the aisle. I was at the last film, the hip hop film you dropped. I came to the release and in New York, and I came to the Hidden Colors 5 joint too. I'm waiting on 6.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, indeed.
I really, yo, bro, I learned, I ain't gonna lie, I listen to you every day when I'm in the car. Like, I'm FBA, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I drive Uber in New York. But you know, in New York City, you gotta go to school, have a TLC license and all of that. So
Yeah.
a lot of us FBA brothers don't know about that. It's crazy because, like, I'm from Red Hook, Brooklyn. An Arabic dude from my hood that owned the pizza shop, he put me on to it when I was about to get married years ago. And I was like, yo, I never like really had a real job. And I was like, yo, I got to do something or whatever. He was like, yo, get your TLC license. You can make like $2,000-$3,000 a week just working whenever you want, driving. So that's why, you know what I mean? I did it. I've been doing that shit for 8 years. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that shit kind of like changed my life. I like got my own corporation now. Like, you know, the shit is pretty cool out here. You know what I mean?
Love that. Respect to that, brother.
And if you ever in New York, and you wanna, you know what I mean, you need an FBA driver that's trustworthy, you can reach out to me, bro.
No doubt, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you
You
so
know
much.
that. Have a good one.
You too, brother. Thank you.